everybody, it's Chrissy here from the Creative Eclectic. Hope you're having a fabulous Tuesday night. I certainly know I have had a fabulous day. So let's see who's watching us tonight. And hopefully I don't get, hopefully I can see the comments tonight. Okay, let's yeah, if you're watching, make sure you say hello and make sure you oh, and if you feel like it, please share this video with your friends. I know I had a few people waiting for me because I was a few minutes late, but I think that I don't think you want to know why I was late, so we'll just move on. All right, hi Lynette and hi Glenda. Oh, lovely to see you both. Well, sort of see you, you know what I mean. Oh. Did you both have a lovely day? Hi, Glenn, the other Glenda. Oh, getting too many Glendas, they're taking over. All right, so tonight is a bit of a challenge night for me. I thought that I would share with you a new kit because I haven't opened it and I want to see what's in it. But I also thought I'd share with you some of the things that I got when I went to a Stampin' Up Leaders event on Saturday. So as most of you know, oh, that's great, Glenda. I went to Las Vegas for Backstage, which is basically a leaders conference. And a lot of the demos couldn't go for whatever reason. Let's see if I can straighten that up a bit. And so we did this last year. One of the beautiful demos named Beck Ross, who is on the Brisbane North Side, she arranged a little event at the Treasury Hotel, and we all chipped in and hired the room, and we got to spend the day together and watch the virtual content from Backstage. And it was so successful that Beck decided to do it again. And I wasn't originally going to Backstage, so I booked in and they said I could still come. So one of the things they do is they do a swap. Now, I didn't actually make swaps. I made bookmarks for everybody. And I wanted to show you some of the things that I got in return for my little bookmarks that I made, which I didn't bring upstairs. So I thought I'd start with that, and then we can move on to making a kit, and I'm going to have a play and see if we can step up the kit a little bit. And I haven't even opened the kit. So let's have a look at this first card. Now I'm going to take it out of the packet. Now this is by the lovely Julia Quinn. And isn't it just beautiful? So she's what's she used? She's used the Apple Harvest stamp set. She's used the stamping blends, and she's used a few, the Shaded Spruce and the Lemon Lime Twist and Daffodil Delight. And she's used the iridescent rhinestones and the gingham ribbon. Now this is so pretty. I just think that's glorious. Thank you so much, Julia. She lives on the Sunshine Coast, and I just think it's beautiful. What do you think of that one? Do you like it? There's a lot of work in there, but I think it's just so pretty. I almost want to get that stamp set now. Oh, that's the worst thing about swaps is when you get a beautiful card from someone, you don't, it makes you want to buy the stamps. Move that over there so you can see who you're with. All right. That's lovely. Thank you, Julia. Let's move on to the next one. Now this is from Rebecca Skur. Now Rebecca is, I think, Jim Boomba or, no, Mundulin. So this is from Rebecca. Now hers is completely different. So with a swap, basically it is you provide a card and using current product. So she's used Mossy Meadow and Pretty Peacock. I wonder where the Mossy Meadow is. I can't quite see that. All right, but she's, and the stamps are Go To Greetings, and it's a Garden Walk DSP. So it's very, very pretty, and she's white embossed this, and I love this sheer ribbon. This is from the mini catalogue. Very, very pretty. Thank you so much, Rebecca. Now she's with her web page is the paper and stamp addict.com. That's really lovely. I was popping these all over the place. I like all of them, but I just now this lovely lady, this card is by a really lovely lady who happens to be watching, and I love it. Hi Lynette, this is your card, and I think it's absolutely beautiful. What I love about this card is it's got, so she's used the tailor-made tags and the paper florist dies, and look at all that stitching in the dies and the tags. It's so pretty. And look at that in 3D 3D exposed brick embossing folder. She's used Pretty Peacock and Lost Lagoon and some Bubble Bath and Pretty Peacock ink, and it's such a pretty design, but everyone who watches this knows that that is my favourite embossing folder. And she, oh, you can't see it. She's got really pretty little wink of Stella on there. So that's just lovely. Thank you. It's lovely, Lynette. I'm so honoured that you gave that to me and I only gave you a bookmark. Oh dear, I'm such a slacker. Now this is by Janine Rawlins, and Janine is Victoria, I think. Oh, I've got to remember. No, I forgot to say where Lynette's from. Where are you from, Lynette? You're from Victoria as well. Rowville. Yeah, I didn't keep one for myself, Lynette, so I can't actually show them. So isn't this beautiful? And now Janine's used, and I am not a Calypso Coral fan, but I love this. I love this embossing folder. It is it's brand new in the mini catalogue, and I think it's called Textured Tile. I don't have a recipe list from Janine. And these, I love the little stitching, and that Merry Vanilla and Calypso Coral are just perfect together. And I have to find out what the paper is. I'm sorry. I don't know all the papers off by heart. I know I should. Put that there and put Lynette's over here. I have them all everywhere. Down a bit so you can see them. All right, whoops. All right, so let's see what else we have here. Now this one, oh, this is for my stamping buddy Wendy, and Wendy lives in Inverell. And I think this is just lovely. This is a set that I wouldn't have thought of. It's in the mini catalogue, and I can't tell you the name because I don't have my catalogue up here with me. Now, what I like about this one is, firstly, she's got a really beautiful embossing folder, and that's from the pack of 3 online extras. She's done a really classic technique of masking and sponging. So basically you cut a hole in a piece of cardstock or a post-it note and you sponge it to give the colour. She's done some sponging on her trees, which are die cut. And then she stamped the inside of the card. And I love the Mossy Meadow. I don't use Mossy Meadow enough. So thank you, Wendy. That's a really lovely swap. And what's the great thing about swapping is you get different ideas from different cards, and you get to play with things. Now, this one is from Suzanne Barnard, and I didn't get to chat to Suzanne, unfortunately. She's from Raceview in Queensland. I'll put this up here. Now, I love this because, as people know, or you might not know, I love foil and embossing. So this is a stunning card because it's actually a great batch card. It's got a die cut background, and she's put some foil behind it, and then she's embossed the tag. Now, I don't know if she's got on here. She used the Nested Elements dies, the tiny Christmas tree die, the Merriest Tree stamps, and she's used some very vanilla cardstock inside. She did a couple of different versions, and I think that's what Rebecca did as well. So they had a Pretty Peacock version and a Mossy Meadow version, whereas she did this in Cherry Cobbler, but she also did a Night of Navy, Blackberry Bliss, and Mossy Meadow version. So look at that. Isn't that pretty? Might have to case that one, Suzanne. It's just lovely. All right. Who else have we got one from? Oh, now, I love this one. Oh, I didn't mention that Wendy is one of the first demonstrators to sign up in Australia with Stampin' Up, when Stampin' Up very first started. Now, this one here, and I love this too. This is so pretty. Well, they're all so pretty, but this one I love it for different reasons. Now, this is by Anne Craig. Now, Anne was one of the original demonstrators, and she drove up from Canberra for our event. Okay. And she's used that oxide specialty paper. She's also used a basic white. She's done a little bit of sponging and used a brush metallic dots. The background, she's stamped it with the in Pretty Peacock ink with the I think it's the Winter Meadow DSP, and she's done the Noel stamp and used the Christmas classic dies. There's a lot of work in that, but it's very, very effective, and the background is embossed with the Merry Melody 3D embossing folder, and she used Joy of Noel stamp set is the stamp set she used. So that's a very, very, very Christmassy one. And Anne was, as I said, one of the first demos to sign up in Australia. So she's been a demo for about 17 years. And you were thinking that our paths might have crossed in the last 14 or so years, but they haven't. So it was very nice to see her. All right. So, now this one has a really special little thing that came with it. And this is from Julie Leaper. I'm not sure where Julie's from. And look at that, isn't that beautiful? And I haven't seen how anyone used that new snowflake punch before. So I love the way that she's used that. That's really, really clever. Might have to get that now. Oh, all right. Isn't that lovely? So she has used some Lost Lagoon, the Magic Snowflake DSP, the Magical Meadow dies. I don't see where she's used that one. All right, the Faceted Gems, silver and sheer white ribbons, sparkling snowflake stamps. So you can see that there's some Versamark or something there, and she's used her blending brush as well. Just so pretty. And in hers she had this little saying, and it says, a handmade card is not just a card, it's a little piece of art created from the heart. Isn't that so lovely? That's something I'm gonna put that in a little frame. I like that. And just remind myself that. Yeah. So I've been very, very lucky to get all these swaps. Oops, better put that the right way. All right, I've got 2 more to go. Now this one is by Vanessa Webb. Now Vanessa lives in Wollongong, I think. Now she has done what we call a faux tile technique. And I love this technique. And look how bright it is. It's just lovely. And she's written the stamps on the back. She stuck it to the back. She's using Modern Garden and the Biggest Wish stamp set. But isn't that lovely and bright? And it's very Queensland. All right, very, very Queensland. So thank you, Vanessa, for swapping with me. I really love that too. So I've got lots of ideas here. So this is the whole reason we swapped, for ideas. Okay, I'm going to have to start stacking them up. And this is the last one. Now this is from my friend Shani Haynes, and some of you might have seen, she's my partner in crime. Shani and I have got some events coming up together. I can't tell you too much, but I have to show you this. This is super cool. So so this here is a little USB. So she had them printed just for the event, and it says September 2003, Big Brisbane, Queensland. So, and then it was Follow Your Dreams. So it's a little key ring, but it's also a guitar key ring that's a USB. How cute is that? Yeah, so that's extra special. Now let's talk about the card. Her card is made with the Autumn Leaves bundle, and she has she's been really clever, and I have to ask her how to do that. She's used watercolour paper, she has sponge, she's used the Daffodil Delight Re-Inkers, Lemon Lime Twist, Melon Mambo, Fresh Freesia and Coastal Cabana. And the stamps are from the Autumn Leaves bundle, the Light the Way. So how pretty is that? I love all of them, I really do. But anyway, we have talked about, oh, the last thing I want to show you. Oh, I'm missing two things. Oh, my husband, I asked Steve to bring them up for me. I never send a husband to do a job, hey? All right, so this is a little, it's a little name tag that my dear friend Anna Wheaton made. Now, Anna's on the Gold Coast and she's just lovely. Her, so these are done all with Stamping Blends. And so how pretty is that? That's so cute. And she stuck a little name badge thing on the back. So that's going on my apron. I might have to, I might cover it in Versamark ink and clear emboss it so that it gives it a bit of strength, so that it doesn't crumple or anything. So I want to protect it because it's so, so lovely. All right, so I better get to work, hey? I've been having a bit of a chat. Oh, chatted for 20 minutes, goodness me. All right, for tonight we're playing with, I don't even remember what I promised that we would do this week. So if someone can tell me, that'd be great. Who else is watching? We've got a few people watching and I don't know who they are. 4 people watching and I don't know. All right. Okay, I am very, very lucky. I think that's it. Yes, Lynn, I think that's a great idea. I was a very lucky girl. And I was very lucky to be able to go. I thought they might not let me go since we'd already been. But Lynn had been to, Lynn, you had been to Las Vegas as well, hadn't you? Oh, sorry, Lynette. I keep calling you Lynn. Sorry. I have to be better at that. So let's have a look at this kit. Now this is, I haven't even opened it. It's called the Christmas Everywhere Kit. Now we're taking bets on what I've forgotten to bring upstairs tonight. Does anyone want to tell me what they think I've forgotten? Because I always forget something. You did love Las Vegas. Yeah, there were so many people and like it took me until we were almost finished dinner. Well, we were leaving dinner on Saturday night till I realised that Lynette had been sitting with me for a little while at the opening function at backstage. So I was a bit embarrassed by that. But it was dark in my defence. And I was super tired and recovering from some lurgy thing. All right. Let's have a look at what's in this kit. So it comes with a Lost Lagoon, turn it the right way, a Lost Lagoon stamping spot. Comes with a block. I'll use my own block and I'll use my own ink pad. It was dark, Lynette. Yeah. Oh, you reckon I've forgotten my snips? No, I've got my snips, Glenda. I didn't forget those tonight. Oh, speaking of snips, anyone who orders from me before Saturday, and if their order is over $100, they get a free pair of snips from me, just to say thanks. So they're about $19. So that's just my little thank you for the end of the Stamping Up year. So it comes with some what are these things? Dimensionals, yes. It comes with instructions. I suppose we should look at those. I never look at them. Oh, we're missing Megan tonight. And we're missing Jodie. Who people are missing tonight. Alright, so it's step-by-step instructions. I reckon I can follow those. Comes with these lined envelopes, and they all appear to be the same. Sometimes the envelopes are different, so I'll put them to one side. Now, it comes with some card bases in 3 colours. And I've bought up some bit of extra things. We've got some... Oh, look! Christmas cactuses and palm trees. Oh, how cool. I haven't even looked at this set yet. So it's 3 different coloured card bases. Oh, so, and die cuts. Oh, wow. I just ordered it, and that'll be a good Tuesday Night Lights thing. So we're only going to make one of each of these cards because I'm not going to bore you by me making all of them. And then if we have time, and we might not, because I'm being a chatty person tonight, we might step them up, or we might wait till next week and do a step-up version. That might work too. Oh, you can't see my bone folder. Let me see if I have that. Okay. I always forget something. Let me open the drawer. Ta-da! I have one. It's a bit dirty, but I have one. And I have Wink of Stella. And I have my tape, my Keep Cool. We're doing well. I've got glue. Alright. So, Lynn, I always forget something. Always. So, I've even got, even though they're a bit dirty, I've even got blocks. And I have a foam mat. That might be my forgotten thing. Oh, I've even got a little bit of grid paper. Alright, let's get started. So what I like to do when I'm doing these is I just press out all the die cuts first. And Stampin' Up always give you way too many die cuts than what you'll need in the kit. Alright. Now, usually I will keep one layer of the negative, and I keep that so that I can do some sponging if I need to. Okay, so use it as a template for sponging. Look at these trees, aren't they gorgeous? Lynn, has anyone played with this kit before? Yeah, I am set to go, Glenda. I've got glue, I've got everything. Yeah. Only thing I didn't bring up is a drink of water, I think. But that's okay. So we'll keep this for later on. I'll put that box on the floor. Alright. And it's even got some pre-printed bits. So what are the pre-printed bits? Oh, we better press these ones out too. I love these cacti. I shouldn't say cactuses. You haven't got this yet? Oh. What I like is I always make the kit the way they tell you the first time. And then I will do a stepped up version. So often when I have coffee, cake and cards, we use the tags, like kits that have card tags in them, and we make the tags into, I use them on the front of the card in some way. And yeah, we might do that next week too, because I do have the tag kit from last month coming out. Now, keep an eye out on the 1st of October, around, or beginning of October, and Stampin' Up usually release their next kit near the 1st of the month. So we've got a few of those. Let's see. Are they all the same? Oh, they're all the same. So I think we just need 3. Oh no, there's one that's got... So you've got to look at the instructions, all right? Okay, so our first card, it has a granny apple green base. We need one of these. Can you see? Am I out of the camera? Sorry. We need a 2 of these trees and one of these groovy green trees for the middle. We also need, I'll put those over there for now. We also need to do some stamping. Now, oh goodness, that's a problem when you've only got a little bit of space. Because if I showed you around the room, you would see that I've got like a metre of space, because on one side is all of my crafting stuff and on the other side is all Steve's work stuff. So, yeah. I even brought up ribbon in case we needed ribbon, but that will be next week's project. Yeah. I'm relying on you people to remind me that next week we're doing a stepped up version of these cards. Okay, so we've got our little thingamybob here and my very, very dirty block. I might get a smaller one. I don't think we need a big one. I think we can get away with a small one. All right. Everyone must be on school holidays tonight. Hello, Megan. I was just saying that you weren't here. And I thought you must have gone away for school holidays or something. Oh. I hope you're well, Megan. Okay. Let's do a little bit of stamping. So we're going to stamp. So I'm doing the kit. Megan, you missed all the swaps that I got from backstage. Oh, and also the kit has these die cut shapes, and I'm not taking it out until I have stamped what I need to stamp. So we're only doing 1 of each because no, you don't have little people. Oh, you had to. Oh, yum, Taco Bell for dinner. I haven't. Can't say I've had Taco Bell. Oh, good. And one of the people who made the swaps is watching with us tonight, so I'm very honoured. Okay, we're going to do our first little stamp tree. Now, I've got a couple of layers of paper here. So normally you would use your mat underneath here. How about I turn it around so you can see it stamping up paper? I wish we still had this grid paper. It is the best thing ever. I've told all of my team that they need to tell Stamping Up that we need this paper back. This grid paper. Because it's really great for when you go to coffee, cake and cards and... Alright. So when you're stamping with a photopolymer stamp, just hold it down there a little for a couple of seconds. And you always would have a mat or a foam mat or something that gives underneath it, so you get a nice crisp image. So we've done our stamping there. Now this is a little bit tricky. It's actually 2 stamps instead of 1. So let's see. I might just see if I've got my... This might be the item that I've forgotten. My thin It is. Just use a skinny block. I wanted to use the block that goes there, but that's the item I've forgotten. So I did forget something. I didn't let you down. I always forget something. At least I don't forget things in class. Well, normally. I probably will this Saturday now. You have a full unopened pack of grid paper, Megan? Oh, I'll buy it off you. I love it. Love it. Okay, so when you're putting your sentiment on your block, the best thing to do is line it up on your grid paper, and then if you can put your head over it, and you can just press straight down, and it keeps it straighter. Okay, I don't take these out before I stamp because I don't want them to move around. All right, so this has got Merry Christmas. Try and center that one. I hope you're not seeing the top of my head because I need to get my roots done. Need some more pink in my hair. Oh, that looks almost perfect. Almost. Oh, Christmas. And then Christmas. Now, don't think that you can't use these, like you only have to use these stamps for the kit. I've got a stamp case full of kit stamps, and it's really great to take when you're going on holidays. Like you might take half a dozen card bases and then your little stamp case full of ink spots, and also your little stamps from the kits, and you've got everything you need to stamp. And I think I moved that. Oh no. Now, I didn't see that the kit had any embellishments in it. Surely it does. No, it doesn't. That's a bit sad. Lucky I have some. Right. Oops, that one popped out. All right, let's just quickly put this one together, really quick. Use our bone folder. You've got until next week, Megan, for the challenge card. Oh, that's what I was going to do tonight. I was going to make our little circle pop-up card into a Christmas decoration. That's what I was going to do. I remember now. So you look at this thing here. They don't put very many dimensionals on it. I would put probably double that number. They only put 5. That's a bit sad. You threw your last one in the bin. Oh, that's no good. Do you remember what the prize was for that challenge? I'll have to go back and watch the videos. Goodness. My head is so full of stuff after the weekend. I've got... we did some planning on Sunday of what's happening, what we're doing. Like we did our action plan for the next Stamping Up year, and we did some planning and organising some things, and I'm really excited, but I'm also a little bit scared. But you know, you've got to have goals. My mum reckons that when I set goals, my goals are too lofty. But anyway, we'll see how we go. So we're just popping our... Now, if you don't like how the kit goes, you don't have to make it exactly how they've said. And when I did that, I stuffed that up because you don't really actually need that in the centre. So we're just going to move it down towards the bottom, because if you put it in the centre, if you put it above that centre line, it's not going to sit properly. So that's my little tip. Okay, you want those two little ends to line up, and you want it to be in the centre, but all right. So that's a nice quick card, I think. It's probably made it twice as long because I'm too busy chatting and trying to read comments. I don't think I mentioned it. I don't think I did either. I just said there would be a prize. I have to come up with something good, hey? What would be a good prize for that challenge? And don't say a cruise or something that's not affordable. I've only had one other person complete that challenge so far, so she's in with a chance. And that's you, Glenda. You're the only other person that's done that challenge. A card. I'm going to send someone a card. Oh, well, they get a card anyway with their prize. What about a card tutorial? Or a PDF card class? That'd be good. That would be nice. I've got a couple that are releasing. I'm releasing, so maybe that's next month. So maybe that's a good thing to do. I know I have got a list of cards that are supposed to have been sent by now. So that's our first card. I think I probably could have spaced them out a little bit more. Luckily, they're a little bit, what's the word, forgiving. I do like this. I didn't think that I would like it when I saw it online, but because I didn't really look at it. I said, oh yeah, that's a Christmas kit, and yeah, I'll get that. I probably could have moved my trees in a slightly different spot, but I do like it. So that's our first one. So that's nice and quick. Let's have a look at our second one. I like that this kit has the same bases all the way through. I like the same basic stamping. So you could almost stamp those all at once, really. Does it use the same? It uses a different tree. This is a littler tree that's more open. Now, I'll just stick those on the back because I need to clean them. That's what I didn't bring up. The other thing I didn't bring up is my cleaning stuff. Now, remember when you're stamping, try and use a block that's an appropriate size. I know you ladies all know this. But if you use a block that's too big, it's going to, let's put this down here. You run the risk of getting that shadow or halo around your stamping. Now, I must tell you that a mobile phone makes a great stamp. The back of an iPhone makes a great stamping block if you don't have one. Don't ask me how I know that. I won't admit to anything. Yeah, so let's move this one over here. So I really like this Lost Lagoon. I wouldn't think to use that on a Christmas card. That's not a go-to colour for me yet. Doesn't mean it won't be. It just isn't at the moment. Now, my watch is telling me I need to stand up. Now this block is way too big for that teeny stamp. The back of the stamp pad does work well, but when you've only got an ink spot and you don't have a stamp pad, it doesn't work quite so well. Because an inch by an inch isn't quite big enough. So we're going to go tap, tap, tap. And they've done three little stars. Now see how, when I always talk about having odd numbers of elements, but when this card is finished, even though that it's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then 8 over here, it will have an odd number because 8 and 3 is 11. So, all right, we're going to grab it. Now this one's already fallen out, so I can't do what I normally would do, but we're going to stamp the Christmas first. Now, some of my customers don't like, and my friends do not like, saying Happy Christmas. They are very, very against it. But I won't give this card to them. Oh, sorry, Delphi's barking. We have possums. The possums have decided that our fence is a super highway. So they are very much enjoying all the fruit that's about and running up and down along the fence from the trees at the front, which have beautiful flowers at the moment. And they somehow, I don't know how they get across from the park because there are not enough tree coverage, but they must go across the road or something. But they seem to love our fence, and it gets them to the palm tree, date palms that our neighbours have, which are really hideous. And anyone who has a date palm with a pool right next to their pool, I think is a little bit crazy. But anyway, they're really messy. And all right, let's put the happy in the middle. Let's see if that works. Oh, perfect. Does anyone else have possums that terrorize their pets? We actually had a possum fall off the roof, and it wasn't a very happy chappy. They went little feet up in the garden. But I think that, and this is what we can't work out, that our daughter would have had to have stepped over it when she went out the back door to go to work. And it was lying in the middle of the yard, like you couldn't get to the gate without stepping over it. And she didn't notice it. Maybe it was dark, I don't know. All right, just now. Does everybody remember the tip about using our dimensionals and getting the backs off the dimensionals. So if you've got nails like me, you just press in the middle and the paper just comes off. And then you spread it all over the house. No, you don't spread those backs over the house. Do not spread them everywhere. Especially not if you have a fluffy dog. Because Miss Delphi dog is she desperately needs a groom because it's starting to get really hot, but she's got such long fur and she looks so good. Oh, you feel like you're being bombarded by possums running across your roof, Megan, or across your fence? I used to hand feed them, Glenda. Oh, they mustn't be as nasty as the ones here. The ones here seem to have ticks and they're a bit, yeah, they're a bit nasty. What did you feed them, Glenda? We feed the birds. Well, we don't feed them. We have grevilleas and we put out water for them. We used to put bowls of water down on the ground, but we don't do that anymore because, oops, that's not in the middle, because there were too many snakes. And I know snakes can climb trees. Yes, I do get that. But we try and hang some water up in the trees so that the possums, you just feed them fruit. Oh, you feed the wild birds, but the possums used to come and eat all the food and the snakes would come. We don't get too many snakes. We've had 3. Hi, Rhoda. Thanks for watching. Hope you're having a lovely birthday month. I haven't forgotten that we're going to catch up for some birthday celebrations. And yes, you and Dawn are booked in for Saturday. So I saw your text as I was running up the stairs. Okay. Now, those of you who are coming to our craft retreat, registrations are opening on Sunday. And I'm so excited. Oh. And for those who came to the last retreat, you'll be getting an email before Sunday, and it will give you your VIP price because you came to the last event. I'm going to move that little one closer. I'm really excited. I don't think I've announced what this... I'm not sure if Vicky's announced what stamp set we're using. But there's going to be lots of... Oh, you feed them vegetables as well? Ah. Do you get many snakes up there, Glenda? We had one by our back door and it was the whole length of the back door. That was years and years ago. And Paris was at home, dog sitting, and I get this photo of this gigantic snake and the dog's inside looking at it. It's like, really? I don't even think you need bling on these. You do need to put your trees on straight though. So that's our second card. That's so pretty. I have got some great ideas how to step these up. All right, let's do the third card. There's only 3 different ones in this pack. The instructions over there. So this is a red base. And it uses the other stamp set a stamp in the stamp set, the other tree. These are really quite cute trees. And these little ones, these remind me of Wendy's swap that she gave me. Let's just have a look. Let's just compare them. Oh, they're very similar, aren't they? Ah. Well, there you go. So you could use this with that set that Wendy used. All right. And I'm sorry, I'm going to be running about 5 minutes over time. Did everybody have a good dinner? I know that Megan did because she had Taco Bell. What do you get from Taco Bell, Megan? I have no clue. Obviously tacos, but there must be some other Mexican thing. And I guess it's probably Tex-Mex rather than proper Mexican. I love proper Mexican. Oh. Like, not Americanized Mexican. All right, let's see. We've got this little one here. I just want to have a look at the first one. Did I miss something on the first one? Did it have little... Oh! On the first one, I missed the little stars. I need to go back and do that. Sorry, I just realised that I missed those. So that it's best not to go back if you can avoid it, but I think I have to. And so we got, yeah, that's better. All right, it looks better with stars on it. All right, oops, I got a bit of a smudge there. An ink booger. Who was it that told me about ink boogers? So we're just going to cover that up with a star. Look perfect. Just like a bought one. Put this one down here. They do too. All right. You don't have snakes where you are. You used to have snakes. Oh, Eastern Browns and carpet snakes. We've had a juvenile Eastern Brown. We've had a red belly black snake, and we've had a carpet snake. And the day that we had the juvenile Eastern Brown, well, it was actually at our neighbour's, but our neighbour told us to come. He reckons it came from our garden, which was quite possible, but my dear friend Rhoda was visiting, and she told me she wasn't coming anymore if I had snakes. She's probably had snakes at her place. Well, she had one in her house, so yeah. She couldn't hold that against me. All right, I love these little trees. So these trees are really similar to the trees in the that I used last week for our card. It must be 4. Why did they give us those? I only did 3 cards, but they gave us extra thingies. Oh, how cool. All right, sorry, I'm just got distracted. Do the last one. I was just looking up to see, because they gave us these cool palm trees and these cool things, so I don't know where we're supposed to put those. They can be our cards for next week. Oh, that one goes on this one. Yeah, all right. That's pretty cool that they gave us extras. I think. All right. That's right, Lynn Harris did tell me. Yes, she did tell me about eye boogers, which surprised me. You only go with your son because he knows what to order. He had a chicken you had a chicken croissant. I can't say it. Quesadilla meal. Yeah, we normally get, when we have real Mexican, we get chimichangas. But the Mexican place we used to go to at Balmoral is not there anymore. And we needed a cut lunch just to go out to dinner. COVID wasn't kind to it. But anyway. So I have to find another really good Mexican place and a really good Indian place. Because I love Mexican and I love Indian, and my husband doesn't. He likes Vietnamese and Thai. And neither of us like, we eat Chinese, but they're not our favourite. We would prefer something a bit more a bit lighter. All right. But we haven't even had dinner tonight, so I am starving. And today I went to the most beautiful deli at Carroll Park. And it was just lovely. They had all these, like, you walked in and it just smelt beautiful of all the different, the smoky sort of flavours and stuff. It was just yummy. So I spent the whole time in there drooling. But I didn't get anything. Yeah, Balmoral, it's about 30 minutes. Megan, our close friends live there, and my parents used to live at Norman Park, so we know all the back ways to go to get there a bit quicker. But it's really easy to get there off the motorway. And yeah, one of the ladies, our friend that lives at Balmoral, she comes to my coffee, cake and card classes. So it's really nice that she comes all that way. Now, you need to make sure when you do this that you put this tree far enough over. I didn't, so I've got a bit of a gap. But I'm okay with that gap. And if I was really worried about it, I could just move this tree over and stamp again. Actually, let's do that. I'll show you how to fix that mistake. Because you want to be happy with it. So I'm just going to take that off. And even though I've already put it on dimensionals, it'll stamp okay. Well, we'll see if it doesn't. If it doesn't, we can... we're maybe 5 minutes from Vicky's place. We're the last suburb in Brisbane, if that makes sense. So we aren't in Logan. We're actually Brisbane. Yeah, so yes, we are a bit close. We're 23 kilometres from the CBD. Does that answer your question? Yeah. See, oh, that looks a bit better. Yeah, that's much better now. It would annoy me if I had have left it the way that it was. Yeah. So. Oh, she lives much closer than that now, Megan. Yeah, she literally, yeah, it would take me, yeah, maybe 10, 15 minutes. Probably takes me 15. because we have to go out of our estate, and some days it can take me 10 minutes, maybe 15, 20. Depends who's driving, doesn't it? Yeah, she's much closer than she was before. It used to take me a good 20 minutes, 25 to 30 minutes, 25 minutes to get to her, to 30 minutes to get to her old place. And we weren't that far. It's just traffic and stuff. But yeah, now she's much, much closer. Well, how about we use the right stamp here? They used Warm Wishes. I don't know that I want to use that. I think I'm going to use Christmas Wishes, because nobody wants to be any warmer than what we are already. There we go. Oh, I messed that one up. See how, oh, that's a bit icky. Oh well, we'll just do another one. Let's wipe that ink off. Wipe all that excess ink off. So that's what you get for trying to change things. See, it didn't want to be changed. But what I'll do is I'll actually, well, that's not very straight. I'll get a piece of white and I'll go over that if I need it for another card. Christmas Wishes. So in winter I might use Warm Wishes, but since our Christmas is in summer, I wouldn't use Warm Wishes at Christmas time. That would be like saying you, it'd be like cursing someone, really, wouldn't it? Oh. There we go. That's not too bad. Hi, Marie. How are you? I hope you're well. We're just doing putting together a little kit. I'm not as quick as Vicky, so I don't put together the whole kit. But we did a few swaps, showed a few swaps earlier from backstage in Brisbane. And yeah, we're just having a bit of a chat, and I'm just putting together the last card now. And then we can talk about a couple of ways that we can step these up. Really simple ways. Now, let's try and make that right in the middle. That looks pretty good. There we go. And I've got put all of my stamps that need cleaning. I'll put them all on the one block. And that way I can clean them all at once. Now, with your photopolymer stamps, it's a really good idea to use a chamois to clean them, but you can use stamping mist. If you are going to use a baby wipe, which I'm just shudder at that thought, but you can use a baby wipe, but you need to clean them again afterwards. You can use some warm soapy water on your photopolymer stamps. What I find really good is the ones that are really stained. There's some makeup remover wipes that you can get. And like these ones are a bit expensive, but the ones I use are by Secret, and they are fabulous for getting the staining off your stamps, off your photopolymer stamps. So here we go. Let's have a look at our 3 cards. that's my little handy tip for today. Now, what we haven't done is we haven't stamped the inside and we haven't stamped the envelopes. So we'll quickly go back and do that, because you can't have a naked envelope and you can't have a naked inside of your card. So I'm going to do this one first. Because I think it's so much, like, they don't say in the instructions to do this, but I think we should. Okay, so we've got a little tree there, and one on the envelope, one on the tab at the back, and one on the front. So there you go, so that matches that card. Use the next one. Which is this. Now, you could change the ink colours. I've got ink all over my fingers. You've got to be careful of ink boogers. No, so you could change the colour of the ink. But why would we? Okay. You can put more than one tree on the front with this one. I might put a couple. Let's tap that off and pop it in the background. There we go. We've got our 3 little trees on the front. Let's put 3 little trees on the inside. Oh, my battery's going low on my... It is a really great little card kit, isn't it? I think that's lovely, and I'm really looking forward to playing with it over the next few days and coming up with some step it up ideas for you. Because I think it will be, there's a lot of things you could do with this kit. Now, first way you could step it up is add some ribbon. So wrap some pretty, maybe Lost Lagoon ribbon around this one. That would look lovely. So I've got the Lost Lagoon ribbon here. So, it still, for some reason, has a plastic on it. Does anyone else accidentally do that? They pull the ribbon out, but they haven't really undone it properly. Oh, it's got... Oh, I know what happened. My niece came over the other day and she was wrapping some presents for me. So she very kindly put sticky tape on my ribbon. So I thought just then that I haven't used it since then. And I thought, because the 12x12 DSP is excellent size to wrap the candles that my niece Susie and her husband make through Pope Street Social. It's the right size to wrap them. So what you could do is pop a little bit of ribbon behind the tag. Right. Oh, come on, Chrissy. Oh, get those fingers to work. Yes, so you could pop a bit of ribbon behind there. And that could be a really simple step it up. You just chuck it behind the card. Right. Or you could use that same ribbon and just put it across the corner of the top. I don't think I would do that, but you could, and put a little bow up there, or you could just put a little bow on one end of that. So yeah, all right, we just need to keep stamping these last envelopes. So I can hear my husband's out. He's at the barbecue cooking our dinner. So that's great. So have you got this kit, Marie? I just think it's such a cute kit. I'm really glad I got it. I wasn't going to get it, and I'm glad I got it. Yeah, and make sure you stamp the envelopes. And this one, you could, if you really wanted to, you could put little trees all the way along the bottom, just to make it a bit more fun. Because the postie is going to look at that and they're just going to smile. Oh, so is everyone registered for World Card Making Day, the free Stamping Up event that's on? It's a virtual event. I hope you registered. That's a week from Saturday. And even if you can't watch it live, you can watch the replay of it till the end of October. And you don't need to have the stamps that they recommend you or are using. You can swap them out with other stamps from your stash, or you can buy those stamps. I've got 2 of the ones that they use, but don't have the 3rd. And yeah, I'm really looking forward to that. I'm meeting up with my team. Oh, you have, Glenda. That's awesome. It's going to be such a fun day. I had such a fun time last year when we did that. Right. So this card, what you could do to step it up is you could use your, if you want more bling, you could use your rhinestones. Oh, a bit of dirt in there. Bit of rhinestones on the little snowflakes if you want, and on either end of your Happy Christmas. Okay. Glenda S, have you registered for the World Card Making Day virtual event? I hope so. I know you're away and you're travelling, but register. And what about you, Megan? Have you registered? So there we go. So we've got our 3 cards. They're quite quick. I took my time. If I wasn't doing it to show you guys how to do it, I would have taken it. It would have been much quicker. I would have just powered through them. So I think these are such a cute idea, and I think that this would make a great gift. So if you're going to be buying gifts for people this Christmas or leading up to Christmas, they're using, the sets that they're using, Megan, are the circle sayings, I think it is, with in the annual catalogue with the circle punch, that circle punch bundle, the new hexagon happiness bundle. Okay, you can watch it later, Glenda, and what I would do is I would register, and then you can watch it till the end of the month, and if you don't get to watch it before the end of October, you and I can get together and we can I will show you how it was made, okay? All right, so if you've got you'll be back before the end of October, I think. I think that's what you told me. Okay. So everyone have a really great week. If you are watching this on replay, share it with your friends. If you feel that you like what we do or what I do, it always helps when you like something or you comment on it, and it makes me feel that I'm not talking to no one. That's why I chat while we're doing it. And Megan, the other set they're using is the earthenware set. So Glenda, you'll have time. Yes, it'll be back around the 20th, so you'll be back in time for our last class of the month. And you'll be back in time for retreat. Oh, fabulous. So don't forget, retreat registration opens on Sunday. If you attended our last retreat, you'll get an email in the next couple of days with your VIP price. I'm so excited. I cannot wait. Okay, everyone, have a great night and happy creating, and thanks a lot for watching. Bye for now.